Everybody, Race2249 here. Today I'm at a different location. I'm in the middle of an island in West Virginia, in the middle of the Ohio River. It's called Blennerhassett Island. I'm in about the middle of the island. It's a very uninhabited area. There's just a barn here, and that's it. Fields, trees, woods. The only reason I'm out here is because there is a cross-country race that I am supposed to be yelling at people at, and I'm not doing that because I am too shy to yell at people that I don't know. But, so the only reason for today's video has nothing to do with me being out here. This is just a random thing. This is just a video that I've been wanting to make, but I just haven't seemed to find the time to do it. And so, yeah, so I really haven't had the time to do it, but I might as well now, because I'm going to I have to wait out here for the next race, which will probably be like another 20 minutes at least. So I might as well do this now. This video is actually a sequel, or I guess, update on my last Top Thrill Dragster video. I have since made that video, since I have made that video, obviously news has came out, and things have changed, and I've read more stuff, and I got a comment, and which is actually very surprising. Thank you for that, whoever left that. If you're watching this, thank you. I kind of knew I was wrong when I made it anyway, but just thank you for, even if it's not the nicest one, you're giving me a pointer, and it helps me, so thank you. And, so, yeah, I was probably wrong last time, because when I made that, I've seen other videos around made the same time with different opinions, and I did some research, and my opinion was obviously faulty. So, what I said was that Top Thrill Dragster, after we saw that it was closing, would be completely removed and tore down from the park. And then I thought they were going to build some new cool ride there. That's why they were talking about innovative, new ride experience. I thought they were saying a new experience, like as in a new ride. Not a new ride experience on Top Thrill Dragster. But I have a reason to believe that is what they're talking about. So, oh, thank you for being quiet, Grasshopper. Okay, so if we read the Cedar Point statement, it says, Top Thrill Dragster as we know it is retiring. As we know it. Those three words are big. Because as we know it normally means, like, this world as we know it will never be the same. Or something like that. I'm sure you've heard it in connotation before. Maybe that's the right word. I don't know. But I'm sure you've heard it somewhere before. And it normally means, like, how it is now, it'll still be there, but different. It will not be the same. So when it says Top Thrill Dragster as we know it will be retired, it doesn't just say Top Thrill Dragster will be retired. If it said that, then I would really have no hope for it. But it says as we know it. And then later on, it says the engineers or designers or whatever are looking to create an innovative, new, thrilling ride experience. It just says that. It doesn't say for Top Thrill Dragster. But with the context of that in the previous, like, paragraph thing, it looks like that's what it meant. So, what I think is going to happen is they're not going to take it out of the park, because although it might not be the tallest or fastest roller coaster anymore, it's still the second tallest and, like, third or fourth fastest, I think, maybe. So those are still good stats, and I know a lot of people. Well, not personally, but I know of people that have gone to the park just for that ride, and so it's sad that we thought they were going to get rid of it. So if you don't know, in August of 2021, a metal L bracket, or I don't remember what it was called, but it was a piece of metal. Okay, I'll just continue. Okay, so it was a piece of metal shaped like an L, like a big bracket, heavy, obviously. So there was this lady standing in a queue, waiting, obviously, in the queue. And as the green train was passing by on its brake run, the part flew off the train and struck the lady in the head, going pretty fast. It flew off the green train, entering the brake line, and it fell off the green train, hit the lady who was standing in the queue in the head, which that by itself is terrible. It was pretty bad. I know that. I'm pretty sure. My prayers go out to anyone who was involved with roller coaster accidents, or especially this one. My prayers go out to her family and her. They haven't really said anything about how she is, what's going on, but we know it was very serious, and she probably will never probably recover completely if she is still alive. We do not completely know that because they haven't released it, but we believe she is alive. So, and again, my prayers go out to you guys. So, well, after that, it closed obviously for the rest of, it closed for the rest of 2021, and then it's remained closed for the whole 2022 season. And then recently, a few weeks ago, we got an announcement that said it would be closing forever. But, like I said, it said as we know it, which that insinuates something else. So what could they do? What are you thinking? Race to Win, what are you talking about? So, what am I talking about? So as we know, Dragster, made in 2003, it uses a Intamin hydraulic launch. So, those were very ahead of their time in 2003. Very ahead of their time. Very, very confusing, advanced, technologically amazing. Just like the whole ride. I mean, even if it wasn't running, just the sight of it there, standing 420 feet above the sky, it's just amazing. But, so, it uses the Intamin hydraulic launch, and that causes a lot of problems by itself. All the issues with that make it so complicated that it's almost down as much as it runs, if it isn't already. So, that's one thing. Obviously, that is chaotic. It was actually so complex that only a few years after Intamin came out with it, they actually completely discontinued it because of its complexity. So, yeah, that's one thing. And then obviously, that would be a big thing. That's most likely what they'll change. Probably won't be the only thing, but will definitely probably be one of the things they change. So, and we already have seen work walls going up around Dragster. An employee leaked a photo on, I think it was Twitter, maybe Instagram, I don't remember. But they leaked a photo of, it was the day the park was closed, but they leaked photos of walls being put up around Dragster so they can do work. So it's already started. So what we know is that is one of the very likely things to happen. A probably launch replacement. Right now it's a hydraulic launch. What could we see, though? We could see a very likely magnetic or motor launch. Maybe an air launch. That'd be cool. So, we could see an LIM or LSM launch, but we won't see an LIM. Those aren't used anymore, and they drain way too much power. But, could see an LSM. Intamin has been making those into their rides for a while, and we could see an LSM swap, but do I personally want to see that? No. Although I have been on probably 7 roller coasters with LSM launches. They're cool and all. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But from what I've heard, they don't have the same oomph as a hydraulic launch. Because, like, we know the roller coaster Red Force, Ferrari Land. It's a smaller version of Top Thrill Dragster. It's like 100 feet shorter, I think. Something like that. And it's not as fast. But what it uses is an LSM launch. So not only is it accelerates to like 0, or almost 0, it rolls, but almost 0 to 111, something like that, in like 5 seconds. And that's relatively new coaster. What Top Thrill Dragster does is 0 to 120 in less than 3. So you can see there's a pretty big difference, not only in acceleration time, but top speed. And not only is the fact that Top Thrill Dragster, the launch only uses like half of the track. It only uses like half the track till it goes up to the top hat. So that would be a thing, but it wouldn't be the same. So would I rather see a hydraulic or an air launch or them keep the hydraulic launch? Yes, I would. Because I know Dodonpa in I think it's somewhere in Japan. Dodonpa uses an S&S air launch, and I've heard that breaks backs. So I feel like they could definitely get the same speed, if not maybe better acceleration with one of those. I really think that if they're going to change the launch, I know it's also problematic, just almost as problematic as the hydraulic launch, but it wouldn't be as old, and I'm sure it'd be more reliable than what they have now. Another thing, so yeah, I would really like to see an S&S air launch, if that's a thing. There's really only maybe 2 other things I could see. maybe 3. So they're probably definitely going to want to move the queue line, because that's where the accident happened, because the queue line was in an unsafe place right under the track. That's not a good idea for any roller coaster. And there's no fencing, no nothing. It's just right there. So they're definitely going to move that. If they don't, I will be extraordinarily surprised. But the only other real thing that I can think of, well, only the other 2 things, is maybe they will, like, who knows, maybe they'll fix the block sections. Because I know there is enough block sections for them, if to work correctly. You should be able to run all 6 cars. But they only run 5 because there's an issue with the last block. No, not last, but I don't know what it's called. I don't know the block breaks on Top Thrill Dragster. But they could definitely fix that. If they could get that 6th car running, they could obviously get more passengers. So that could be one thing they do. The only other thing would be, and this is a big deal, but like maybe changing the layout. I know that would be a lot, but they'd obviously keep the top hat. But maybe do like a little airtime hill at the end, like King the Cop, but a better one, I guess. Because that one doesn't really look like you get airtime. It just looks like, I don't know, just like a little crest. Doesn't really look exciting. But just maybe like an airtime hill at the end or something. But that's really all. I mean, I couldn't really think of anything else that they could change if they wanted to keep it kind of what it was. Like, I know it's definitely unlikely for them to make it taller, because that would be a pain. Now, something else they could do is a retheme, because they say, as we know it, so maybe a retheme, completely retheme, make it more marketable, maybe make it faster. I don't think they would need to do that, though, because then it would just overshoot the top hat. But yeah, so those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'm so glad to hear from you guys. So always make sure to leave a comment what you think. And if you're liking the content, I know I was kind of rushed today, but I'm just out here in the middle of nowhere waiting for a race, so I don't want to be recording whenever the people are coming. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, I know most of you probably haven't, but if you have, thank you guys for watching. And let's just pray for Top Thrill Dragster, honestly. I don't want it to go anywhere. I mean, that is a centerpiece of that park, but if it does, oh well, can't do anything about it. Again, my thoughts and prayers for the family and the victim of the accident in August of 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe. This has been Race to Win 249, and I will see you guys later.